What's up, Jay here. So I did a review today of the new That Mexican OT album, Recess. Now, I've heard him here and there. I haven't really seeked him out. He had the Johnny Dane song. I was not a fan of the Johnny Dane song, to be honest with you. When he was introduced to me with that song, I was like, all right, cool. What's the hype with this guy? Like, what makes him so special? But this came out, so I was like, let me give it a shot. Yeah, this album is fire. And by the time I got to track 3 or 4 on this album, I was like, yeah, I'm finna look more to do a little bit heavier because he's fire. You know what I'm saying? He literally got a fan today from me listening to this album. The concept of him as like a 5th grader, bad kid in school type of thing, I thought that was fire. And also I like the fact that he doesn't have too many crazy features on this album, honestly. He really doesn't. Now the first thing I seen was the track list is 22 songs. Now there are skits in there. There's about 3 or 4 skits, so that drops it to about 18. But you know how I always say, like, my sweet spot is between, like, that 14, 15, 16 range, But okay. Like I said, features, again, we have Lil Wayne on this track, and honestly, out of the songs I've heard him feature on while I was doing these albums today, this is probably the best feature of all of them. He has a Big X The Plug feature, which Big X is now one of my up-and-coming favorite rappers too. Like, I'm really impressed with him, so I like that. Yeah, he has Denzel Curry on this, and a couple other people, but nothing too crazy. But this album goes hard. There's a couple songs I don't like, Weed Eater. I don't like the way he closed it out with the last song, Running, not really feeling that. But I can't even really point out to you like a true standout because I think all these tracks are just fire, truthfully. A majority of them. Like, this album, to be honest with you, this is a B+, A-. This might be an A-. No, it's not A-. This is the B+ album. You know what I'm saying? It's the B+. This album is like it's a solid 8. This album is a solid 8 to me. So, yeah, for my first introduction into a whole piece of art from him, I really liked it. This is an 8. I'm gonna listen to more stuff from him. Hopefully he builds on this and he can get, up into that higher echelon as far as just, me, who the hell am I? You know what I'm saying? My rating him, but very, very strong first outing. That Mexican OT, you got an 8. Look forward to more.